We're here today at London Hair, and Melissa is my model for the day. What we're going to do on her is she's going to have a very dramatic, a big change on Melissa. You see this pretty face and this great hair that I have to work with already, so this is going to be a challenge for me. I mean, she already looks good. What I want to do to her is she's got this really good, thick texture hair. Right now she's got this little bob shape that's layered. She's ready to go shorter and blonder. So what I'm going to do, we've picked out a photo, we've talked about it. She wants to keep lots of length in this front. We're going to give her some really piecey, fringy bangs, lots of length in the front, but we're going to take this off the ears. It's going to go in close to these sides, close on this neckline. Not a lot of this weight will be left. All of this will be gone. We'll go from a little shorter in the crown to this long, piecey bang. So it'll have an asymmetric feel without being very severe or very heavy on one side. And the nice thing too about leaving hair length on the top, it's still versatile. This hair will be able to have that real piecey look. She can sleek it over for a real sleek, smooth look. She can kick up the front if she wants to be really wild one night. And especially with the hair color. I'm going to make her super blonde. I'm going to do lots of foils, of slices of a nice vanilla pale blonde, especially through that front and that banging from this part of the longest part of her hair. So everything else I'll apply a light cool blonde that'll lift her up just a shade or two, so it'll be like a blonde on blonde effect. And it'll kind of create a look of having some lowlights in there with her really blonde pieces. So what I think I'm going to do first, you'll come back in a few minutes and see me doing the color technique. I'm going to show what I do to get that hair and those nice blonde pieces with that base color. Then you'll get to see the haircut, and then we'll have the finished look. So we'll be back in a few minutes. What I'm going to do first, I already have a plan for the haircut, so I know where to put these highlights at. I don't want to go past the round of her head here. We want to go a little lower, just because I don't want to highlight into here because I know that's going to be short, and I'm going to use my base color on her there. So I'm starting right here at the temple. I'm going to go in and carve out. I'm going to weave this just because I know this is right at the hairline where it's going to be shorter at. Once I get to this top layer, I'm going to slice those nice and close. That way we'll be super blonde in the front, and they'll really be in the longest part of her hair. I'm using a blue lightener, which has a great lift with 20 volume. Just this root here. Now these ends I'll brush through because they're a little dark on there. But right around her hairline, we're going to make her nice and blonde. I want to get this area first because I know we want this the blondest. And I will stop probably in this crown with her highlights on the top. So it's mainly going to be around the face and in that top and through these sides. The base color I'm going to use is a 9C. It's a light cool blonde. And even though it's still a blonde, it'll still just lift her maybe 2 or 3 shades. So it'll almost create a little bit of a low light in between these foils. So when her blonde is processing in the foils, I will paint the rest of the hair with the 9C and let it process all together. You can see as I get closer to the part here, I'm picking up thicker sections. I want this blonder, and these are slices. They're not weaved, so this will be a little bolder right here. Now, once I get this one in, I'm going to go to the other side and get in front of the ear done there. And then I'll do the crown and that top. Okay, we got Melissa's color done. So now I've sectioned off for her haircut. And you can see I've got this carved out, you know, at the round of the head here. I've got the neckline where I will know this is going to be short. So we get this hair out of the way on this top, and we're going to work on the bottom first. So doing a little scissor over comb here still leaves these sides nice and soft. Taking that hair off in one nice cut. When you drop it, you see how soft that is. It gives that effect of some razoring. It's really nice because it leaves it very fringy, and it removes weight. See, it takes the weight out without taking all of her length off. You know what, and two, when you're cutting this, you have to get your basic pattern in there, and then once you've dried it and flat ironed it, then you can see what else that hair needs. You can tweak it and make that hair a little more personal and make that hair a little fringier, a little blunt, wherever you will feel the need to really make it fit the client's head and her face shape. Now see, taking that off, that's not going to affect that length. She does have a neckline that is a strong cowlick, but it's not so bad. Lifting that up right even with that parting there and dropping it leaves it nice and soft. This is the quickest way to remove this hair, and it really is time saving when you're cutting because you already have a plan, you know what to do. Now look, see how nice that lays down, and we've got some fringy area there. Now I'm going right here, following my parting, bringing that hair up and taking it off. Really removes that hair quickly, and when you got that plan, you know where to go, where to start, and you're going to know what your end result is. See how strong that neckline is? It would actually grow into this tail here, but I feel the need. I'm going to cut that in nice and close. I'll go back with the razor on that. And even right here you can see, doing it vertical, you can take a little more weight out there, still leaving the edges soft. That way it's not severe and blunt. It looks feminine, and it looks, to have it a little ragged is better than having every little hair in place. Then it just looks way too dated or matronly. This is going to be very modern and edgy for her, and still have a look of having a short cut with a nice shape to it. Now I've removed this underneath. What I'm going to do next is take this top section, because I know I want that bang long to this side. So I'm going to bring everything to this side, which over directing like this leaves all the length and heavy in this bang here. So, bringing this all up, we know we want it shorter in the crown and longer in the front. So I'm actually going to bring it to the side here. I'm actually going to make one big cut with my shears here. Removing that excess saves me a lot of time there. Now, when that hair falls, it's left all the length in this front where we want it at, and it's removed that excess weight, and it's just going to kind of give me a guide now. Now I'm going to comb it in that natural fall. We want this nice side part. Now I know where to remove this hair. I've got it short in the crown. I've got it short on underneath. I'm going to remove the middle area here with my razor. Using this cutting tool, I'm going to take this, bring this out. These razors are such fun to use. It really gives you that creative edge to do whatever you feel like. This razor can be done on long hair, short hair, you can do shags, you can do a bob with this. It's just in all how you use it. And you can see how soft the edges it leaves this. It does not leave any blunt edges. And it's just a creative way to cut hair. Razor cuts are so in right now. All of this fringe and pieciness is perfect. I'm going to work my way around, then I'll take and remove some through the top, and when you come back you'll see her finished look, and I'll show you a little bit more of the finishing that I do on her hair dry. We're back with Melissa's finished look. Now I've cut it, I've blown it dry, I've flat ironed. Now I'm going to put a little bit of Max wax in here. This is our pomade. And what's so great about this wax is it just makes that hair cut a little more defined. It plays up all the pieciness and really shows off the haircut. Putting it on the fingertips and just blotting this in here, you know, it just makes this hair really show off the cut. And I think too, you don't use a lot of spray with this. I mean, because this really has a hold and definition to it. So, and then it makes it super shiny, and like I said, it just really plays up this haircut. Doing that really is going to make her haircut so easy. You can see how it separates and defines, and you don't have a thick spot of hair anywhere. Now, this hair can easily be worn up off of her face. She's got plenty of hair to play with now. And what's nice is it's just such a great change from having that bob. You really see this pretty face, and you know, short hair makes a statement. Not everyone can wear short hair, and if you've got it, you wear it, and she wears it well. Looking at her neckline, you see after cutting it with that razor, it gave it just a nice soft finish. She's got some stubborn cowlicks that really lay down with that hair cut with that razor, and leaving all the edges soft. She has that feminine touch without having that hair looking masculine and severe. Easy to take care of. Haircut every 4 to 6 weeks, and she'll be good to go.